Am I a hypocrite, or do I practice what I preach? Answers after this. Hello, this is Ronald Malcolm with Carb Educate, and the thing I want to talk about today is my own temporary failings sometimes, of practicing what I preach. Earlier, my PA had called in sick with a cold, and my immediate concerns were about her well-being, but then I thought about the long litany of things I wouldn't be able to do because she wasn't here. And then my friend Teddy Roosevelt tapped me on my shoulder, and I realized once again, I have to do what I can with what I have right now. And the thing is that it's easy to fall back into excuses, isn't it? Now, I know there are some times that we genuinely are incapacitated and unable to do things and to take action. However, we tend to look for these excuses with alarming frequency. We tend to become dependent upon this idea of shifting blame. Circumstances do things to us. It's not our fault, it's beyond our control. One of the things that I see today that reflects that tendency is this idea of fat acceptance. This idea that just love me the way I am, I love myself, even though I'm overweight. And to me, those are two different sentiments, and to combine them is ludicrous and dangerous. No matter how much you love yourself, there's no denying the fact that there's a clear link between a lot of people being overweight and having diabetes. There's a clear connection between people being overweight and having joint stress, cardiac issues, vascular issues, any number of things that can be attributed to being overweight. However, we want to give ourselves a pass, right? We want to say, oh, well, my genes made me fat, can't help it, that's just the way I am. To which I would say that may have an impact on your metabolism to a certain extent. Go look through a Google image search of people at the beach in the 1940s, the 1950s, the 1960s. Do you see a lot of people there? It look like that's something that washed up from the deep that people are trying to push back in so they don't die? No morbidly obese people there. Very few people who are even mildly overweight. So don't tell me that in the course of 40 years there's been some vast sort of gene mutation that makes us all far more susceptible to being overweight. That's a bunch of crap. It's a direct result of our actions. If you eat more energy than you burn, you are going to accumulate that energy. That's a physiological truth. Now, yeah, there are some people who have metabolic disorders, but that percentage is mighty small. Being overweight is not healthy. It's not like we have heroin acceptance, right? There's no way that you can honestly say, oh, well, I'm 500 pounds, but I'm healthy. No, it doesn't work that way. Your skeleton and everything else in your body would beg to differ, okay? Your blood pressure would beg to differ. And even if you aren't experiencing any symptoms now, the longer you go with that lifestyle, the more likely it's going to become. It's like smokers saying, well, I don't have lung cancer now. My grandpa smoked till he was 80 and died a happy man. That may be, but A, that's no guarantee you are going to experience that outcome, and B, there's no guarantee that that was even an accurate interpretation of events. So, again, we tend to want to look for excuses. If you're going to lose weight, you have to live in the solution, not wallow in the problem. But I also do want to ask a question. What sort of mental barriers do you have? What sort of things have caused you to resist making changes? And also, what do you think of this whole notion of fat acceptance? Answer down below. If you like what you've seen today, please hit like. And if you want more content like this, please hit subscribe, and please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when new videos become available, which will be at least Monday through Friday every day. Thank you for your time.